Good morning. How are you today? Yes, little Miss Pyaar and I are out and about. Walk time. And a gorgeous day. A few high puffy white clouds. Nothing horrible. Kinda love it. Hear something. Oh, not my truck. But I have a truck. Speaking of beautiful, how are you, my friends, my beautiful friends? I am checking in with you. Happy Wednesday morning. It is very nice outside. I don't know what the temperature is. I'm gonna go with the 70s. Nice, bright, sunny day. And Jeffrey's day for his injections in his neck. So we continue to adjust that. So, oh, and it's drop the car off today. Drop the car off day at Ed Morse. Yeah, we have an Ed Morse here. Funny, of all places in this tiny town, Ed Morse has found his way. Used to be, and that happened evidently shortly after Jeff moved here, because lots of people were bitching about it. Used to be Lawley, Lawley, I think. And then Ed Morse bought it. So, anyway, we have Ed Morse here in Sierra Vista. I know you have it in Green Acres, Lake Worth area. So there's another similarity. Besides beautiful weather and fabulous people. So yes, goes back last week, I think. Talked about getting my car in for its oil change. Worked that out for today. So I figure we'll take it early, run back home for a little bit, then go and take Jeff for his appointment. So there's that. And just like, what if I can't drive? How are you going to get your car? I said, I'll walk. It's okay. We're not that kind of far. It really isn't that far. Come on, girl. Come on. So, yeah, that was that. Let's see. How was your day yesterday? What happened? Anything new? Anything exciting? Anything that just pissed you right off? Drinking enough water? I feel like I need to remind us all, let's drink some water. Lots of water. Summertime is here. Whether you are in Arizona, Florida, or wherever you might be, drink your water. Outfit today, a dress. Little meshy number. It's not meshy, it's a crochet. From Target. Their Sand and Sea collection. Meant to be a swimsuit cover-up, but I happen to have this little white slip dress, so I put it on underneath it. And my shoes are mesh in the same color. My tennis shoes, so I have this cute cohesive look. Come on, you. Oh, there's a dog in front of us, so now everywhere that dog is stopped, Pyaar wants to stop. Come on. Should cross the street. That's what I'll do. She'll have different smells, but it won't be as frequent. Yesterday for me, let's see, just felt odd because I'm used to having Tuesday mornings off and just doing nothing but doctor's office work on Tuesdays. But had the 8:30 and the 10 o'clock class. and then my doctor's office work. And Ruben was there for the pool. If you watch that video, you'll see. Finished the tile, finished the travertine, got the grouting done. He's going to be the one to stucco the outside of the pool, but can't do that until the electrician comes and takes care of the rest of the electrical. And got a landscaper coming by today to tell us how much it would be to do the grounds the way that I'd like to have them done. See if that works out. And let's see, what else? That's today. I do have a 3:30 vets class and my 6:30 class tonight. So that will be my day, and I'll take my laptop with me and be working from the car with the pup. So I will still have all my doctor's work to do. I guess we do story time part 2 of Gastric By-Pass. So left off yesterday telling you about the lead up to the surgery. Surgery went well. The surgery itself, the gastric bypass, we had the RNY gastric bypass, which is where they basically make the stomach smaller. They kind of stitch it off, as opposed to the sleeve where they put a sleeve around it and restricts it that way. And there used to be, I don't know if they still do it, the band. So they put a band around it, and you have a little port, and they can adjust the band. There's like a balloon inside the band, so they can make that band really tight, and they could let air out of it to loosen it up or tighten it. Okay, this is cute. I have to show you. Look at it. They have birdhouses. Each one of them different. So there's that one. It's kind of a green with some pink, look like a plumeria. And that blue one. That's 3D. And then that pink one. And then there is this yellow one. I'm walking in my neighbor's drive. Oh, there's 2 yellow ones. So that yellow one and that yellow one. Super sweet. Love that. Okay. So back when I had my gastric bypass surgery, those were the options. We chose the RNY. Felt like this was a decision that, we were making for us. And I say that because, like I said, Jeff had his done too. And I just wanted it to be as permanent as possible. Although, and they tell you in all the classes you take and everything, that this is not a magic bullet, okay? They made it very clear. Gastric bypass surgery is not your get out of jail free card. Yes, you're going to lose weight, majority of the people. However, it is 110% up to you to keep that weight off, to make the lifestyle changes that are necessary to maintain the weight loss. So, like I said, we made those decisions, and I felt like that was the most permanent. Although they tell you, look, you can have the RNY and you could lose the weight and then you can turn around and put it right back on, because your stomach is tissue and tissue will stretch. So if you increase the quantities that you're eating and you eat the wrong foods, your stomach will stretch and you can easily put the weight back on. Had a friend of a friend kind of thing, who had the gastric bypass done, and he put all the weight on plus. And he admitted, he's like, no, he didn't eat right. He, did the greasy foods, did all of the things that we swear we're not going to do. And that's not to say that you could never, ever have a French fry again, but it can't be a regular diet. Okay. So, anyway, and something I forgot to mention, and we made amazing friends from this gastric bypass surgery because, come on, girl. Because when we did our class, there was another couple there, and we met them, and she and her wife were amazing, and we're still friends to this day, and love them to bits. And I try and coax them to get them to come out here and visit us. So, I think like we had wins all the way around for us, because not only did we lose the weight, for the most part managed to maintain the weight loss, but we got those amazing friends out of the deal too. And that was completely unexpected, yet we got it. So, you know who you are. I'm not going to call you out. I'm, protecting your anonymity. However, know that we love you. We'd love to see you. And I don't know when the pool's going to be done. However, back to our story time. So, day the surgery came. I had the gallbladder removal. I healed from that. RNY surgery date came, went in for that, no problems, no complications. What I remember the most about it was after surgery, how badly my left shoulder hurt. Oh my God, did my shoulder hurt like crazy. And I mean, it was like only thing you do was massage it, and it needed to be massaged like all the time. It hurt that bad. Well, come to find out, which I didn't know at the time, but come to find out, when they do these surgeries, they kind of blow you up with air so that they can see, and they have the space to do the work they need to do. So it was pent up gas, basically, that was making my shoulder hurt so badly. So, and yeah, I mean, you can't, I know it sounds absolutely crazy and it's hard to fathom unless you've been through it, but the medicine cups, like that come with your NyQuil, you can't even drink that much liquid. Everybody has a different experience. So if I tried to drink too fast, that little medicine cup, if I tried to drink it too fast, I would literally start to foam. I would froth at the mouth. So it, also taught you to slow down. And they counsel you and tell you, hey, you've got to chew your food. Not just, obviously we chew our food, but like a minimum of 20 times before you swallow. And it is all liquids to start with. And my memory, this goes back so many years. This is over 10 years, probably close to 15 right now. So it goes back many, many years. So we're just going by my memory, which could be a little faulty. But you're on a liquid diet, basically. And that's where the protein comes into play, because, and not even thick liquids, like clear liquids. And that, oh, you know what? That's what it was called. So in the other video, I had mentioned the place in Florida, the woman that had the bariatric place that had all the vitamins. And I said it's something to do with a B. It is. It's BE, bariatric eating. So it's probably bariatriceating.com is my guess. That was the name of the company. When we went in, she called them protein bullets, and they did look like giant test tubes. And the liquid inside of it was a little bit thick, but not super watery, but not like gross thick. And the liquid in the tube was 70 grams of protein. And you could mix that with your water. And that would help you get your protein in. So that was really great for me. And the flavors didn't bother me. That's another thing. When I first came out of surgery, they offered you waters, and they had Crystal Light. So one of the first flavored waters I had was a raspberry Crystal Light. Let me tell you, I was hooked on raspberry Crystal Light for probably a year. I don't know if it's because it was the first thing I had when I came out and it just tasted so good. I have no idea why, but man, did that hit good. So I would sip on that. It would probably take me a good 2 days just to sip through one bottle of water. Kind of crazy how little you can actually take in. And with the RNY, the way it was explained to me is the stomach not only sectioned, but it's up now. Your stomach is up more, almost in the center of your chest. So the distance that your food or liquid has to travel is much shorter, so it backs up quicker. So that was something also. So when you tried to take too much to drink, it couldn't go down right away. And the stomach was so much smaller that it couldn't accept it. So the sipping. So we graduated from liquids, and I was doing chicken broth with protein powder. They also gave us a protein powder in the hospital. And so we mixed the protein in with my chicken broth. I will tell you, I am, when it comes to recovery and from surgeries, at least when it comes to recovery from surgeries, maybe no other time, I am a to the letter rule follower. Okay? I mean, I did not deviate. You tell me do this for 3 weeks, I did that for 3 weeks or more until you told me, okay, move on. Go to the next phase. So, did the clear liquids thing, then had the broths, then could do purees, so baby food, applesauce, stuff like that. And then where I pureed my food, I have a food processor, so that was like nothing for me to do. I would take my chicken and puree it, add the chicken broth to it, add the protein to it, do all that. And then eventually you were able to work into, regular solid foods. I don't remember what the timeline was on all of it. So we went through all that. I didn't have any problems. I didn't have any complications from the RNY that I knew of initially. Yes, I lost weight crazy fast. Yes, I have loose skin from it. No, it's not the most attractive thing, but I am far healthier for it. And there are still things that I can't, we can't eat, we can't do. Like I said before, no alcohol. And I think primarily 2 reasons on the alcohol issue. One, alcohol is very high in sugar, added sugars. Vodka, because it's made from potatoes and doesn't have added sugar. Vodka, I think that's vodka, you could do. However, you don't want to do, because that distance, right, from the mouth to the stomach is so much shorter. There's no breakdown, and you get drunk real fast. It pretty much just goes right into your bloodstream. So, and I've not tested it out. Like I said, I wasn't a drinker to begin with. He said no alcohol. I'm like, yeah, no problem. So there was that. And there are things, they're little wins, okay? And I say little wins. If you have not had a weight problem ever, then you don't get it. And that's okay, good for you. But if you have, you know, had fluctuating weight or just struggled with losing weight, period, it's the littlest things that make you be like, oh, yes, yes, yes. Like going on an airplane and not needing a seatbelt extender. That was huge for me. And being able to sit in a booth in a restaurant without having to adjust the table. You know, we're going to move the table over this way, we're going to move the table over that way so that you can fit. Being able to sit on a chair or a couch and bend your knee and bring your heel towards your glute and have it sit on the seat of whatever you're sitting on. I mean, that's crazy. It's for me, it was like a great win to be able to do those kinds of things. I never really had a hard time bending over and tying my shoes or painting my nails. I did all those kind of things all the time. So that was never one of my problems, but there are plenty of people out there where that is an issue for them. And those would be little wins for them. And if you have had weight loss, what were your little wins? Not the number on the scale so much so, but the little things in everyday life. Like my husband used to ask me, why did I love shoes so much? And I didn't know. I had to give it a lot of thought. Because I used to. I probably still do. Just different kinds of shoes. But at one point we counted my shoes and there were like over 300 pair of shoes. And I told him, you know, after thinking about it, I think I love shoes so much because no matter what my weight or my size was, I could walk into any store at any time and find something that fit in the shoe department. Not be able to do that with clothes. Lots of times you couldn't even get underwear to fit. The store didn't carry plus sizes, or they only carried up to a certain size, you know, then you can't. There's something about being able to walk into a store and buy a t-shirt right off of the table, you know? And you know, when you are of a certain size, you can't just walk into any store and buy a t-shirt. Come on, girl. I know you're hot. We'll get home soon. So it's those little wins, not the number wins. And when I had the gastric bypass surgery, I made myself a promise that I was not going to get hung up on numbers. It wasn't going to be about a goal weight or a size. I wanted to be healthier. That's what I wanted. And again, I didn't feel like I was unhealthy, but I knew there were just certain things that I couldn't do. Like, you know, if I went to the amusement park, I was too big to get on some of the rides. So, you know, there's those kind of things. For me, it was one of the best decisions I made. So, did I have any complications from gastric bypass surgery? Yes and no. I had 2 complications from gastric bypass, and since we're almost home, I guess I'll leave you on that note and we'll talk about the complications in tomorrow's video. And this is just my journey, my story. Everybody's got their journey, their story. So when I tell you my experiences, they are unique to me. Everybody has something a little different. Everybody's body reacts to everything differently. So, do not think, oh, she's making this up. I didn't have that problem if you had it done. Do not think, well, I was thinking about doing it, but now I'm hearing her story and I don't think I want that. Okay, because everybody's different. What happened to me may not happen to you. But I will say overall, love it, love it, love it. And don't have any regrets in doing it. Tomorrow we'll pick up with the complications I had and why I say they were yes and no, a result of the gastric bypass surgery. So, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope that everything goes your way as best as possible. And if it doesn't, remember there's a reason. Try not to fight it too much. Accept it. Roll with it. And it's really hard to do, and I know that. But I will talk to you very soon. Hope you have an amazing day. Get out there, be fabulous. And I will speak to you very soon.